before sources of information. Okay, bila loan itu bawah 3 bulan, kita ada budak-budak baru yang suara-suara manja-manja akan call. Okay, after dia melepasi 6 bulan, dia akan ditransfer kepada geng recovery unit. So mau dulu dia recovery. Okay. So when it comes to the loan recovery department, these are the CSIs, okay, private investigator. Okay, sebab most of the time diorang ni dah cabut lagi, so it's up to us to find you. And we are angry sebab extra angry sebab menyusahkan orang. Okay, have to go out and look for you. Otherwise boleh relax on aircon, main telefon, tengok saham dulu lah. Okay. Then Facebook, don't tell everything that you do in Facebook. Okay, I am friend with one terrorist by the name of so and so. Oh, is it me? Okay, but as I said before, these nosy and busybodies are the best information. Okay, alangkah bagusnya, kalau kita pergi tengok pakcik-pakcik, kakak-kakak kita yang sedang mengumpat ni, tanya information, Haji kenal tak nama dia? Mazli bin Alias, Mazli bin Alias. Ya, pakai kopi ada mafia, pakai spek tu, tak tahu tak kenal. That's the answer that we are looking for. No, I don't know it. Instead, what they do? Wah, semua sekali habis. Semalam pergi mana, beli durian berapa biji, complete information. Okay, so that is very sad. Okay, because don't worry, actually your neighbors are probably in the worst position than you are. So you have to be ashamed of anything. As I said, in preparation of all this, you have to thicken your face. Doesn't matter nak put masker ke, apa ni, what do you call it, the mask, mat punya mask tu ke. Okay, you can wear a mask. Okay, be prepared to change lifestyle. Okay, kalau biasa hari-hari breakfast at McDonald's, lunch at Pizza Hut, okay, and dinner kat mana? Di Tanjung. So every day you are spending 150. Okay, you have to change your lifestyle. Pagi makan goreng pisang, tengah hari makan goreng pisang, malam makan goreng pisang. So you save at least, you save at least 140. Goreng pisang only cost about RM2 and you should be on a diet anyway. Don't bother, as I said, don't bother about this gossip group. They are in a worse position than you are. That's why tak payah malu apa-apa. And this is very very important. Never run away and hide from the bank. Contrary to popular belief, I must run away. Don't ever run away. The closer you are to the enemy, the better. If you run away, what is the impression? You have no intention to pay. Imagine that I am naturally afraid of the police. Whenever I see a policeman, I run away. Okay, but I never do anything wrong. So I was walking along, and suddenly I saw a policeman. I started to run away. What did the police do?
Chase you.
Yeah, because he thought you are guilty. Sama dengan macam ni. You move house, you change phone number. Okay, the bank will have the impression that you are trying to play the fool. And I will punish you. Okay, and one more thing, you must remember, if you run away, it makes the job easier for the bank. Just assume you are not bothered. Okay, so we make a backup much earlier. So we want dalam situasi macam ni, it's not that I'm trying to tell you not to pay your loan. I'm trying to tell you how can you leverage your time if you are stuck against the wall. Okay, I'm not saying that you don't pay, still pay, but live smartly. Okay, right? Any bankers on the ground? Okay. Any other bankers here? Any lawyers here? Ada lawyer? Okay, okay, good. Then how many lawyers here? Right. Okay, I say wear mask. Wear mask. If you can wear this, actually you are a very thick-skinned person. Doesn't really matter. Try it out. Try it out. Mereka kata your neighbors, gila ni. Doesn't really matter. Masih tu? I'm just practicing to thicken my face. This one look nicer lah. Okay. Looks like David. Okay. Okay. Then we start with legal action. Okay. Am I focused on it? Okay. Because I want the camera to see this. Whereby, okay. Then you have legal action, letter of demand, summons, judgment, and execution. You see the word what? Execution. You want to avoid this judgment, satu perintah penghukuman. The court has already judged that you kena bayar hutang, and then it's up to the bank to execute it. Jadi, I'm trying to tell you how to avoid or delay this judgment. After this, kita akan we will finish. We will stop recording and I'll tell you some loopholes. Okay, and kita boleh exploit. Otherwise, they will be listening to this. Oh, okay, they will plug that loophole. Okay, right. Then these are the execution measures that they can take against you. Garnishing, which is impractical anyway. As I said before, you have to know you punya ada account dan duit akan masuk dalam account you. That is ridiculous. Then kita boleh samankan balik. How do you know? How do they know I have money inside my account? Unless it's the same bank. Unless the bank ask you to secure the loan against FD, okay, and you can take. Okay. Judgment debtor summons, very popular in the 90s. Apa benda tu? This one we can put you in jail. Kita boleh masukkan awak dalam jail kerana tidak bayar hutang. Dan kita boleh kurang-kurangnya dalam sebulan ke 14 hari ke, penuh-penuhnya supaya you menyesal kerana you bersalah menganiaya bank ni, masuk jail. Tetapi bank kena bagi makan dekat dia, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Okay. Turns out that this guy is very happy in jail. Ada effect pun kat dia. In fact, he came to the branch. Oh, thank you very much for putting me in jail. Sebab ramai orang cari saya, Aloh cari saya. So I'm safe in jail rather than outside. Okay. Now you give me food some more. Oh, very good. Very good. Impractical. Writ of seizure and sale. This one, the bank can get a court order, go to your house and appraise whatever is inside your house. Okay, dan dia boleh lelong dalam masa 14 hari. Okay, ini pun dah susah sebab apa? Sebab court memo. This thing belongs to court memo. Hutang tak dibayar lagi, the bank cannot take it. Okay, kalau bank ambil juga, court memo boleh sue dia pula. Oh, give me back my property. Okay, and then beberapa undang-undang yang termaktub di sini ialah you cannot take the personal belonging of the borrower. You cannot take his bed. Dia tak boleh ambil katil, tak boleh. Bantal tak boleh. Kadang-kadang dia orang ni bank jahat. Ambil lah dia punya underwear pun, kan? Kata nak baju pada muka, kan? So that is not allowed. They cannot take his clothing and basic. Okay, alright. That left her with satu je tinggal yang orang semua takut. There's only one left actually. From all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bankruptcy. This is the only thing left yang bank think that, oh, I can do this. Because once you are bankrupt, you have to submit to official assignee. Gaji you, official dia akan tengok cukup tak untuk bayar hutang tu. You cannot go overseas. Passport tak boleh di-issue on in your name dan sebagainya. You cannot be a director, you tak boleh jadi form a company dan sebagainya. Okay. Zaman dulu 1950s, British punya law, if you are a bankrupt, you kena pakai sejenis pakaian khas. Okay. If you probably you remember, I don't remember, I study dia punya sejarah dia. You kena pakai seluar pendek. Sampai sini, pakai singlet and pakai slipper je. Whoever walks in town wearing a pair of slippers, singlet and seluar pendek is a bankrupt. Sekarang boleh nak terbalik. Apa yang pakai singlet tu yang kaya. Yang pakai kot macam ni dia tak ada. Kadang-kadang kita tengok dekat Tesco, wah, beli roti satu buku, susu dua kotak, pakai kredit card. Kau kaya tak ada duit tu. Has no cash whatsoever. So minimum apa? RM30, RM50. Lalu dia kena cukupkan RM30 tu. Lalu yang kita punya akad ni, happily go to the bank, dalam dia punya poket seluar tu buat tangki untuk deposit. So dah terbalik. Right. You must remember, you must avoid this at all costs. However, kalau you kena juga, then there is another way to deal with it lah. Okay. Now we go to high purchase. This is the what? Lambang apa? Lambang kejayaan. The signal, the sign of success, so-called success. Okay, having a car, right? Okay, this is the action. You want to count the number of days that you have. After you are in default of installment, 2 months, and only they will issue a foreshadow. Then after foreshadow, another notice of intention. After that, 7 days baru keluar surat tarik return. Okay. This is assuming everything is going smoothly. Okay. After this hari ni keluar surat tarik, besok dah tarik dah. Then after repossession, fee schedule must be issued. Because if the bank does not follow all this, the agreement is null and void. So you boleh ambil kereta free je. So they must follow this. The new ruling lah, the new ruling high purchase amendment last year. Anybody yang does not comply with the act, including the bank manager, the bank punya director, can be put in jail. Can be fined about 25,000 ke 250? 200k. Must follow this to the dot. Especially expired after 21 days. Notice to auction vehicle, blah blah blah, additional. Okay. In all, you have about 138 days after you punya kereta dah dijual. Okay, so you have 38 hari ialah about 134 months. Okay, 4 months. Kemudian tak ada kat sini. Definitely ada balance. Bila ada balance, the bank will still pursue you punya hutang ni. Okay, what do they do? Dia bagi instruction to the lawyer. issue letter of demand. Okay, and then after letter demand, after 14 days, baru dia suruh lawyer file summons and statement of claim. Okay, after that, they accept the summons from court, serve to you. Okay. Sekarang dipermudahkan, the summons is sent to you by registered mail. Jadi dulu kena AR registered. Why AR registered? Sebab nak proof you acknowledge the receipt of the letter. Actually, it works to the disadvantage of the bank. Sebab banyak kes yang dilawan di court, dia kata saya tidak terima. Kita kata, well, you sign the AR card. No, my neighbor sign for. Kan? Jadi sekarang dipermudahkan, as long as you the record you post and it's actually hantar kepada you. Okay, for me it's not fair lah. Okay, by common law says if I tulis surat dekat ni, by the time saya masuk dalam peti surat tu, is considered as sent. Ada better sampai ke tidak? As long as tapi tak ada proof, that's why you have to put registered letter. Then bila dah pergi dapat saman dan sebagainya, kita court akan fix satu date untuk sebutan. Plus minus 30 days. This is where you must act. If you don't act here, then it's game over. Why is game over? Because I just want to show you. If you tak datang mahkamah, then you have a game over here. Okay. You did. Okay. But if you lawan, then you have more time. Tengok masa you contest, ni tengok sama ni berapa bulan, okey. I datang, I bawa lawyer I. Okay, lawyer akan kata saya mewakili dia dan saya akan lawan sama ni. Okay. Pada masa yang sama, lawyer bank akan cuba mematahkan gerakan anda, okay, dengan cuba memfailkan application for summary judgment. Okay, this is where your lawyer is very important. Okay, once dia file defense, atau next mention date, bla bla bla, sampai mungkin kadang-kadang dia punya hearing itu ditunda kadang-kadang setahun. Okay, jadi just so you can have a lot of time to play with. Kita tengok Tan Sri apa ni, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, berapa lama dia delete? 4 years, 6 years, kan? That is the beauty of it. Nah kita pula imagine lawyers, wow, tengok TV kan, wow, lawyer bawa dengan court. Actually the actual thing is nothing, tak ada benda pun. Kita duduk imagine masuk court ni, wow, macam dalam cerita orang putih lah, oh, gini. Penting. Awak nama apa sekian? Okay, awak apa tak mengaku salah? Saya mengaku. Okay, finish, next. Itu saja. Okay, unless it's full trial, then different lah. Ni yang mention ni is very simple, straightforward. Okay. Then you have your credit card. Okay, this is, I cannot show you an actual credit card. I show you a credit card of a bank named Bankrupt. With this is as the hologram. Okay. The smiling book. Okay. This one, very simple. Credit card, you belanja as if it's free. Kan? You buy kasut, beg tangan dan sebagainya, and you sign away. And you pay what? 5%. Oh, very nice. It feels like as if you are not paying anything. Free. In actual fact, this card is evil in the sense that it has a lot of hidden fees. Okay, you have your cash advance fees, finance charges, leave charges. Depending on the agreement, if you don't use the card, also they charge you. Normally it's what? 50% or 50 ringgit or higher. Cut over. You say or higher. And other confusing fees. That's why if you try to click your credit card bill, you can never get it right. Tahap apa lagi dalam tu yang you tak tahu. Okay. This one, you'll have to settle it out very fast, because if there is an economic crisis, you will be dead in terms financially. Okay, imagine that you have 10,000, okay, 18%, paying 5% per month, you will end up paying 4,216 in interest, 120 months to finish installment. This is about what? 120 is about how many years? 10 years. It's more than what takes to pay your car installment. Provided that you don't use your car anymore. The problem with this credit card, and you have supplementary credit card. Okay, husband pays 4K, the next day the wife spends 5K. Okay, the husband pays another 2K, the wife pays another 3K. Then this will never end. This is going to kill you, because even though it is not fixed, tapi it's confusing. Okay, 30,000 out of that balance can easily be, that 10,000 can be easily 30,000 in about 1.5 years. Considering every month is about 300 ringgit of penalty charges. 1 year 3,006, yang itu pun compounded. So you have about 5K per year. Okay, then the next year another 7K. So about 1.5 years, 2 years, you will get a balance of 30,000. They will definitely go after your throat. Okay, and one more thing, we have another loopholes here. Okay, loophole that we can take advantage of later. Okay, then we have housing loan. Actually, my talk is brought forward. I have a lot of plans. I have kononnya. The idea is to do some animation. Okay, so this is your house, or a dancing US dollar. Suddenly the dinar came along, and the dollar fainted and went by itself. Tapi is in my head lah, tak realize lagi. Okay, this is a very good example. Okay, housing loan very difficult to execute, because you must follow the national land code. Okay, kalau nak pergi issue form 16D, 16G land office pula kena buat inquiry dulu, and then fix hearing date, then baru issue order of sale, auction dan sebagainya. Normally it will take from 1 year to sometimes ada yang sampai 2 tahun baru dapat order for sale. So the bank will not want to waste their time. At the same time, they will also summon you. Dalam paper, I think about 2 weeks back, I think Islamic banking rule. No need to buy some book to nanti banking. Dia mana nak buat ni? Dia tunggu that balance 30,000. Straight away proceed with bankruptcy. So by having a bankruptcy order, automatically you punya housing loan habis. And actually, rather than waiting untuk apply semua ni, apply all this, they force you to sell it for them. Okay? So I cakap tadi, dia punya cara how they manipulate. instead of dia apply all these rules to sell, dia force you to sell. And definitely when you sell, okay, you sell at what? Okay, price lah. You sell at force sale value, and will never be enough to cover your loan. Still, you jual you punya rumah to cover loan you, and you will still end up bankrupt sebab tak cukup nak bayar balance. Okay, this is how they do it, and you should know. It will take a long time. Jadi kita berbalik kepada this one. This is your major one. You must fight here, regardless of housing credit card. Hari purchase tadi ada masa selama 4 bulan kepada jual, ada balance baru dia boleh saman you. Yang lain, they will start here right away. They will start here right away. That's why my first advice tadi, don't run away. If you run away, by this time, you're finished. Then I can do whatever I want. That's why jangan lari. Pergi jadi customer contoh. Find out what is happening. Okay? Then you know what you should do. Okay? Right. Then, what is your exit strategy? Okay. You know, kalau you tak dah tahu, you are going to be stuck. Okay? If you have savings, tabung haji, okay, savings di what? Di ASB dan sebagainya. Okay, it is worthwhile for you to convert to gold and silver. Okay, I just say gold and silver in general. Tapi the best way is in small denomination, in dinar and dirham. You don't I have half a kilo of gold. Okay, nak beli barang, susah lah. Indeed, you are preserving your wealth, but you still cannot utilize it to the maximum, and you are liable to pay zakat anyway. So you are also need to break it up. Okay, that's why I said gold and silver, if you have. Okay, money in an account does not mean anything. Okay. Ada tak orang yang beli barang pakai buku bank? See, I have this balance. See, about 1,000 I want to buy. Ada? Siapa nak pergi? Go and grow lah. Kan? Orang datang sini kan? So, take it out. Take it out. Because kita selalu dituduh memberi what? A doomsday kind of scenarios to people. Oh, nanti jadi gini. Tapi for us, I mean, it had happened before. Dah berlaku sebelum ni. There's no reason why it should happen again. Okay, so we got burned twice already. Why got burned the next time? Okay, then. Since you have strategized to delay your payment, if you have some extra, it's better that you purchase apa? Purchase dirham. Dirham lah yang akan bergerak dalam muamalah. Okay? Jadi you boleh beli keperluan asas, small denomination. Okay? Sebab when it comes to evaluation, last night I was talking to DJ Sam. Okay, 10 billion Zimbabwe dollars. What can buy you 10 million? Kalau kita rasa 10 million, wah banyak kaya lah. Tapi this is in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe 10 billion can buy you only 3 eggs. Okay, so what does that tell you? Let's say I ada 10,000, 8,000 ringgit. then I bought, keluarkan daripada ASP, I bought 10 dinars. 10 dinar kan? I keep that dinar. Na'udzubillah, janganlah Malaysia jadi macam Zimbabwe. But at least kalau jadi macam Indonesia kan, okay, 1 dinar is equivalent to how many rupiah? 2 million rupiah. Subhanallah. So you beli rumah tadi berapa million? 1 million. So you can go to the bank, if the bank still exists at the time. Here is 1 dinar, keep the change. You really want to say that here is 1 dinar, keep the change. I don't bother about the change anymore. Okay? Apa yang you beli 800 becomes 2 million, and the fixed number in the bank can be beaten by that. Okay? Don't say that I'm crazy or what, because I don't care anymore. I've been called crazy since 1999, 98, or 97. Yeah, I've been crazy. Why do I pay? Stupid. Okay. So it doesn't matter anymore. Call dinar crazy girl, doesn't matter. We are all crazies. They're crazies. So it doesn't matter. You want to believe us? It's up to you. Okay? Because in 2004, somebody called me. Oh, I should have listened to you. What? You told me gold will go up. Masa tu buat 480 per ounce. Oh, you were right. Okay. I told him. Dia dah percaya tu. I told him, it will go up to 1,000. Nipu lah. Okay. After you want up to 1,000, betul lah cakap kau. Still not buying. Itu lah tadi matter. Okay, we go with our own way, with trust in Allah Ta'ala. That's it. Okay. So, remember the fixed number, nombor yang tetap. Okay, DJ Sam tanya lagi. Okay, oh banyaklah naik dinar, tetap naik. Oh macam tu je. You have to look at it the other way around. Kita ni orang yang apa? Melawan arus. So you always look the other way around. Instead of what? Instead of dinar itu naik, duit itu telah jatuh. Okay. So now is 05. Okay. So I open the floor for questions regarding legal action.